Welcome to Anti-Woke and Autistic. I have been a gym rat since high school. I love working out at the gym. I've been working out at the gym for many, many years. I've gone to many different gyms. I've lived in different states. I've belonged to different types of gyms, and it's something that I can't live without. In fact, some fat acceptance people who are almost always women, there are exceptions, but the vast majority are women. Some of them think that anybody who sets foot in a gym is fatphobic. So this right off the bat shows that fat acceptance women aren't very bright. They're not the brightest bulb on the tree. They're not the sharpest tool in the shed. They're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. They're pretty dull-witted. They're simple-minded. I wonder how many of them have a college education. Of course, I've met people with college degrees who are lacking common sense and who are pretty stupid. But anyways, this kind of thinking just shows how stupid this death cult, this quitters cult actually is, that they think anybody in a gym is fatphobic. Now, some of them believe that anybody who goes to a gym who wants to lose weight, if that's their primary goal or one of their goals, only they are fatphobic because they're smart enough to realize not everybody is in a gym for weight management. Some people want to gain weight who are in a gym. They want to gain muscle. And some people who are in a gym, they have other goals, for instance. But let's talk briefly about the idiots who think anybody at a gym, anybody is fatphobic. Does that include like special Olympians who train at a gym? Does that include people with Down syndrome or autism? I've seen people at the gym who appear to have some kind of cognitive, for lack of a better term, disability or challenge. I've seen a few teenage boys who I would say were autistic, but I've also seen people with cerebral palsy at the gym. I've seen people using wheelchairs at the gym. I've seen a few people who clearly had either a stroke or some kind of trauma to their brain causing paralysis and impaired movement on one side of their body. I've seen them at the gym. I've seen cancer patients at the gym. How dare these fat acceptance idiots label everybody in a gym as fat phobic? Oh, what about elderly people? I've seen elderly people at a gym. There is this one woman I saw at the gym. Now she was obese, she was older, and she used an oxygen tank. And I saw her at the gym all the time using equipment. I'm sure one of her goals was to drop some weight. Well, she may have dropped some weight. I don't recall if she began looking less fat, but one day I noticed she no longer had the oxygen tank. And from that point forward, she didn't have an oxygen tank. The exercise at a gym eliminated her need for supplemental oxygen, yet we have these fat, goose-brained people saying that anybody who sets foot in a gym is fatphobic. Wow, can you be more deranged? Check this out. Gyms are offensive to fat people and are fatphobic. Nobody could offend you without your permission. Gyms target people to lose weight. Yes, they do. So what? If you don't want to lose weight, don't pay attention to the advertising. Don't pay attention to the marketing. If you're happy being fat, so what? If gyms are targeting people who want to lose weight, there is a demographic of people who want to lose weight. Gyms aren't there to protect your feelings. They are there as a business to cater to the population of people who want to lose weight. Deal with it. And then gyms say that you need to lose weight. I don't know if gyms telling you need to lose weight. It's more like when it comes to the advertising, if you want to lose weight, or for those of you who want to lose weight, or for those of you who would like to be in better shape. Some gym advertisements focus on the fitness part of it. If you look at some gym marketing, they don't even mention anything about weight loss. Some of it's just about building muscle and getting stronger, getting healthier. Telling someone to lose weight is fatphobic. All right, so what are you trying to accomplish? by accusing gyms of being fatphobic because they're telling somebody to lose weight. It's a business. I mean, what are they supposed to tell you? I mean, come on. Many people who go to a gym want to lose weight. When I was a personal trainer, I would say at least 70%, 75%, give or take, of my female clients wanted to lose weight. That was the number one goal. And I had some of my men wanted to lose weight too. They're not fat phobic. They want to lose weight. What are you trying to accomplish by calling people who want to lose weight as fat phobic? I mean, we're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. People who use the gym or work out to lose weight, call them fat phobic. It's not going to solve your problems in life. It's not going to make it's not going to make society more accepting or tolerant of fat people by calling everybody fat phobic. Name calling. Isn't that like grade school playground stuff? Calling names. The people you think are fat phobic? We're not going anywhere. What's your point? Many people on TikTok and Instagram in the toxic body positivity sphere, as well as the fat acceptance cult, also known as a quitters cult. Quitters, because they've given up on improving their health. They do believe the gym is synonymous with fatphobia. So here's another one. If you go to the gym, you are fatphobic. So here, they're not even making a distinction among people who go to a gym to lose weight. They're just including everybody. Again, that includes people with Down syndrome. I've seen people with Down syndrome at the gym. Special Olympians, they work out at a gym. Are Special Olympians fatphobic? Why don't you tell them to their face? I bet these fat acceptance people don't have the spine to walk up to a Special Olympian and tell them to their face, you're fatphobic. They're too cowardly to do that. I bet they don't have the guts, the spine to walk up to an old person, an elderly person who's trying to improve her bone density to reduce the risk of fractures like a hip fracture by lifting weights. I bet you fat acceptance people would never have the guts to tell an elderly, frail woman, you're fat phobic because you work out at a gym. What about a person who's had a heart attack? Aerobic exercise is part of the protocol for cardiac rehab for people who have had heart attacks, as well as people who didn't have a heart attack, but they had coronary bypass surgery because their coronary arteries were very blocked. And the cardiac rehab includes aerobic exercise. Even if they've never done any systematic, routine aerobic exercise in their entire life, their cardiac team urges them to do so according to guidelines. And maybe that individual doesn't have a home gym. They would like to go to a nearby gym because that nearby gym has the equipment they want to use. Maybe they want to use only one piece of equipment, a treadmill or a stationary bike or the elliptical trainer. Maybe they want to use all three of those and maybe some other types of aerobic based equipment. Maybe they want to take an aerobics class, a gentle aerobics class, a class that caters towards elderly people, or just a class that's light impact. Are they fatphobic? Would you have the courage, the spine to tell them to their face, these cardiac patients, you're fatphobic? Of course not. The fat acceptance camp would never have the guts to say that to the face of people with various challenges who work out at a gym. I've had obese clients when I was a trainer improve their mobility right before my eyes. They improved their stamina. They went up and down staircases. There was a long staircase at this gym, and I had some of my obese clients going up and down, up and down, up and down. And over time, they became more efficient at doing that. What's so fatphobic about that? I had one client, she was in her 50s and she weighed 220 average height, so she was obese. Probably not morbidly obese, but she was definitely fat. She wanted to lose weight. So, according to the deranged thinking of fat acceptance, this woman, she was in her mid 50s, she was fat phobic, even though she told me that weight loss would enable her to garden in her garden more efficiently without being in pain the rest of the day. And she also wanted to keep up on the hikes that she would go on with her son and a few other people. Well, over time, she lost a little bit of weight. She didn't lose a lot of weight because she still, I couldn't control her eating habits, but through the exercise, she did lose enough weight. Plus, her joints got strengthened. Her body, her musculoskeletal system improved in efficiency. So as a result, she was able to garden and not suffer the rest of the day with aches and pains. She was able to keep up with her son on the hikes. These weren't power hikes, these weren't advanced hikes, they were just friendly hikes. But she was able to keep up finally on these friendly hikes. What's so fatphobic about that? What is it with these fat acceptance people, these fat acceptance women, thinking they can solve their problems by calling everyone and even inanimate objects as fatphobic? What's wrong with them? The people you think are fatphobic, no matter how much you call us fatphobic, we're still going to be here. We're not going anywhere. And we're all still going to continue working out at a gym, gym. No matter what you think, no matter what you post on TikTok, no matter what you post on Instagram, we're still going to go to a gym, and gyms will always be a flourishing business. Yeah, every now and then some gym goes out of business, but there are more gyms today than ever. Gyms and health clubs and gyms at recreational centers, bodybuilding gyms, powerlifting gyms, they're not going anywhere. So you're just going to have to deal with it. They have done studies. I mean, you can Google this, but they've done studies with schizophrenics who have taken up exercise and it improved their symptoms. There are a variety of studies in which physical activity has improved the ability to emotionally regulate in autistic individuals, not just adults, but kids. Now, I've been working out since I was in high school. The high school had a gym, and that was my first experience working out at a gym was in high school. So I'm a low masking autistic person. I was never good at blending in or changing my behavior. So people always thought that I was different, nerdy, just eccentric, odd, strange. So I was never good at hiding all of that. So my coping mechanism was working out at the gym in high school. And I've been working out with weights, lifting hard and heavy ever since. Are you fat acceptance nimrods going to tell me, somebody who's autistic and somebody who found gym workouts to be a great emotional regulating mechanism, are you going to tell me I'm fatphobic? What about all the other autistic people who have greater challenges than I do with their neurotype, who find that working out at a gym works so well to chill them out and helps them just with just general living? I was speaking to an autistic man who used to be obese. This guy used to be obese and now he's got a nice, slender, fit body. And he says that his 45-minute treadmill workouts just do wonders for his emotional regulation. Do you have the guts to tell an autistic person to their face that they're fatphobic, whether or not they want to lose weight? Some autistic people want to lose weight, and they don't owe you any apologies. Just like you claim You don't owe anybody apologies for living your best life in a fat body. People who go to a gym, no matter what their personal challenges are, don't owe you any apologies, even if they want to lose weight, even if they're a size 10 and they want to go down to a size 8, even if they have a calorie tracker or a Fitbit or some other weight loss app. They don't owe you any apologies. People will always want to lose weight. There will always be gyms and health clubs. There will always be commercials for gyms and pop up ads on your computer for gyms. There will always be ads for gyms and workout centers and fitness classes on Facebook and everywhere. Deal with it. It's time to move on. It's time to dump this ridiculous fad of labeling everything as fat phobic. You've accomplished absolutely nothing by this delusional term, fat phobic. And you know something? If I were told that the next time I drank water or some fluid, because the body needs water, the body needs fluid to survive. So eventually I'm going to have to ingest water. If I were told that the next time I drank water, then the day after I'd wake up in a fat body, I'd be devastated. I would absolutely be devastated. It's not just about aesthetics and looks, it's about physical ability. I take pride in the ability to run, to sprint, to bolt, to take off in a mad dash. I take pride in the ability to jump and leap and hop and still move like a child on a playground. I take pride in that. And if I woke up in a fat body, all of that would be gone. So it's not just about looks, it's about function, it's about movement, mobility, it's about health, it's about longevity. And before you say the fittest person in the world could get hit by a truck tomorrow and die, guess what? That doesn't fly because fat people could also get hit by a truck. So that's not a variable. It's a constant that gets eliminated from the equation. It's not a variable. The variable is obesity. Obesity to me is a confinement. It's if I were to wake up obese tomorrow, it would be the equivalent of having my powers taken away from me. I'd be on a disabled list. If you're obese, if you're fat, especially morbidly obese, and you don't feel disabled by your body, that means you're living a very sedentary life. And so it's difficult to feel confined by a very heavy body if you're a very sedentary person in the first place. But if you had to quickly dash down the street after your new puppy that got away or something like that, you wouldn't be able to do it. If you go to the gym, you're fatphobic. Oh, honestly, you gotta give it up already. It's a lost cause, calling everything fatphobic. We're not going anywhere. Deal with it. That's it for today. Have a great day.